Hey y'all, it is Shay Cherie and we are jumping right into this pouch tutorial. The materials you will need are 2 pieces of your main fabric, 2 pieces of lining, and 2 pieces of interfacing. Each piece measures 10.5 by 8 inches, and at the bottom, left and right, each piece also has a 1.5 inch square cut out. You will also need 2 smaller pieces each of your main and lining fabric for the zipper tab, a 14-inch zipper, some scissors, some pins, and also some clips. First, we're going to stabilize our main fabric by ironing on the interfacing. So you want to put the glue side of the interfacing facing the wrong side of your main fabric and iron that down. Once your interfacing is attached, set aside 1 piece of your main fabric for later, and the piece you're working with, flip it on the back side. At the top of the fabric, measure 1/2 inch from each side. This will give us the measurement for the zipper. Place your zipper face down and copy the measurements. Clip the open end of your zipper together and open the zipper until the pull tab is within the measurement marks that you made. Then you will cut the zipper along those measurements. Next, we'll create the zipper tabs. So grab the small pieces of your main fabric and your lining fabric. There were 2 pieces of each at 1.5 by 1 inch. So you'll put the lining fabric on the underside of the zipper and put the main fabric on the top side of your zipper with the right side facing down. Pin each side in place as you go, and then we'll take it to the sewing machine and sew a straight line on each side. Once the tabs are sewn into place, you will fold them back on each other and clip them together. Grab the main piece of fabric that you initially used to mark your lines and make sure you turn that right side up. Match the right side of your zipper to the right side of the main piece of fabric and make sure your zipper, the ends of your zipper, fit within those 2 lines that you made. Here you can hold your zipper in place with a clip or a pin, and we're going to grab our piece of lining and match up that top edge to the top edge of the main fabric in your zipper. We're going to sandwich it all together and pin everything in place, then we'll sew a straight line across the top. If you have a zipper foot for your sewing machine, I recommend using it. You see me changing to my zipper foot here. As you're sewing around zippers, when you come upon the zipper pull, make sure you stop the machine with the needle still inserted in the fabric. Lift up your zipper foot and pull the tab out of the way, and that way it won't hit your zipper foot and skew your stitch. We've got one side of the zipper sewn in and one side to go. Fold over your lining so it's on the same side as your main fabric, and we'll position the other side of the zipper. Grab your second piece of main fabric and we'll match up the right side of the zipper to the right side of the fabric. We'll do the same thing as before in terms of creating a fabric sandwich with your main fabric, the zipper, and your lining. Pin that into place and we'll sew that straight across as well. Now we've got the zipper fully attached, and you're going to want to open up your piece so that the main fabric and the lining matches up on each side. And it's optional, but I prefer to iron down each side. That helps to prepare the piece for the top stitching we're about to do. You can see after ironing the piece, it's laying much flatter. Now we are going to top stitch in a rectangle around the zipper. This will help to hold the lining in place so it's not getting caught up in your zipper when you go to open the pouch. Our zipper is fully stitched, and here I'm trying to give you a close-up of what that top stitching looks like. Once your zipper is finished, you can cut off the zipper tabs. Make sure your zipper is at least halfway open and then match up the main sides of the fabric and the lining sides of the fabric. Then we'll pin those together to prep for sewing. This is where you'll leave an opening to be able to turn your bag. When you get toward pinning around your zipper, make sure you tuck and fold your zipper so that it's pointing toward the lining. Sew around the edges of the whole piece. Leave your corners open for now. At this point, you can put your regular sewing foot back on your machine. Next, we're going to open all four corners and match them seam to seam, and then pin them in place. Also, be mindful of which way you fold down your seam allowance so that it's going in the same direction when you get to the other side as well. All four corners are sewn. Before I turn the bag, I'm going to go to where we left the opening and fold back the seam allowance on each side. I'm just going to finger press that to leave a crease to help mark it for when we do the closing sew. Now we can turn our bag. This is why we left the zipper halfway open previously, so you can be able to reach all the way through and turn your bag right side out. Make sure you're fully pushing out all of your corners as you go. I'm always excited for this reveal so I can see how my sewing turned out. All right, we've got one more step. It is time to pull the lining back out and we're going to close up the opening that we left. Match up your seams, pin them in place, and do a straight stitch across, as close to the edge as possible. Tuck in your lining and we are finished. You can throw a multitude of things in here, and the best part is it's washable. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Like it, share it, leave a comment below, and also subscribe if you want to see more creative tutorials. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.